Going on YouTube? How I just want to know. I'm gonna name this little quick video is how secret is the program, right? Because this comment comes from a post. I'm gonna show you the post after this because for some reason, if I move, this comment is missing. It won't show up again. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all from this point of view and catch y'all up on what led to this, right? So most of you probably know, some of you might don't know. Rick Ross, there's been a hip hop beef. This all stemmed from me commenting about a post dealing with Rick Ross and 1090 Jake. For those who don't know, 1090 Jake is a YouTuber who's known for exposing snitches and rats in the rap game and things of this nature, right? But 1090 Jake is a snitch himself because he testified and gave a statement to police against two individuals who helped them commit a crime, right? So him and Rick Ross had a back and forth. So this is what Rick Ross used to be a correctional officer at a jail down there in Florida. So this is my response to this because people keep saying that Rick Ross was a CEO, I mean a CO. So we don't want to hear none of, from him because he was a correctional officer. But what I know to be true, and I know at least 3 or 4 correctional officers. We got. Let me see how many could I name. That's Alicia. That's Dre. That's Veronica. It's one more who be at DTLR. What is his name? Well, anyway, back in my street days when I was getting locked up, back and forth, things of this nature, though, I met a few CEOs from who became CEOs and that I knew from certain communities that I used to hustle in. And these certain CEOs are like in tune with the streets. Like aside from being a CEO and where they was raised and who they grew up around, they're literally in the streets. So I'm telling people that just because Rick Ross was a correctional officer don't mean that he's like law enforcement for real, because we all seen stories where correctional officers get locked up because they're sneaking drugs into the jail or they're having intercourse with inmates, whether it's male or female, however you want to label it. But these stories are true. And I'm just telling you from my personal experience, I know CEOs like this. I know 2 female CEOs who got locked up for transporting drugs into the city jail. These are facts. Anybody can go and look up these articles in Richmond, and they took place about 7 years ago, 5 years ago, things of this nature. So this was my response to this though. And this all sums up to how secret is the gang stalking program, right? Here's my response. People keep saying he was a CEO. I mean a CO. That's me referring to Rick Ross, right? People keep saying that he was a CO. They are the most corrupt ones. I know a few good COs, and few even got locked up because they were too in the streets. A lot of people take that job for the benefits because all the COs that I ever knew outside of me being locked up and on the land, far wise is in the streets or outside of them being a CEO, I mean a CO, literally took the job because of the benefits and the paycheck. They didn't take it because they wanted to be, fighting crime or housing inmates and watching over inmates. They didn't take it for that. I promise you, if anyone out here personally know a correctional officer, ask them why did they become it. I guarantee it's not going to say to make sure that the jails or the prisons are safe and that the inmates are locked away and doing this and doing. That's not going to be any one of their responses. So I say this to say this, right? This is my response. A lot of people take the job for the benefits. That don't make them the law. But most of y'all wouldn't know that because y'all wasn't in the streets. And this guy responded. Look at his response 13 minutes ago. It said, I was about to talk shit to you, but it seems you got some real shit popping. That targeting individual shit is no joke. I had a boy who that was happening to. Nobody listened to him until he checked himself out of this world. May God stop these devils. This is a complete stranger, not even from the same city I'm from or anything. I clicked on his profile. I tried to go and look at it. I should have a conversation with him. Facebook as a company, you can what? Oh man, my bad, y'all. I had to read that. But this guy seemed like he's doing well, so I don't understand why. Like, is this a real psyop that I'm experiencing right now? Because this could be a subliminal to me saying that basically ain't nobody gonna listen to you, so go ahead and kill yourself. Because he's saying that he had a boy who this was happening to, nobody listened to him until he checked himself out. So is this a subliminal or is this real? Just by him knowing this, notice how he started off. He said that he was ready to talk shit to me, but he didn't because he looked at my profile. For those who don't know, let's look at my profile. Target individual, a victim of community-oriented policing slash or comma electronic harassment. So for this complete stranger from a different state, not from my city, to comment on this and to know about targeted individuals, it makes me wonder how secret is this program? Or is it the mainstream media that's keeping it under wrap because the topic is so touchy and they don't really want it to get out. So it's not highlighted or limelighted on social media or in mainstream media and things of this nature. But this goes to show to me is what it's telling me that more people know about this program based off of this alone than what we would like to believe. What are the odds of this, though? I found this crazy. As I stated, he literally just commented this 13 minutes ago. I find that strange. So as I said, we could take this one or two ways that this is a subliminal coming from the program and this guy works for the program and he's telling me basically that no one's going to listen to you, so go ahead, check yourself out. Or he's telling the guy honest truth. He had a friend who was going through it who talked to him about what he was going through. No one believed him, so he checked himself out. This is crazy.